Welcome to today's odyssey into the depths of fictional character psychology. Why do readers keep turning pages? It's all about creating complex, vivid personalities that hook audiences and make fictional worlds feel real. But capturing the essence of a multifaceted human psyche is no easy feat. How do you even begin to build a personality from scratch without ending up with the depth of a kiddie pool? What separates a clichéd bore from a truly magnetic character? Well, fictional personality creation doesn't have to feel like playing Frankenstein. In this video, we'll conduct a character psychology crash course to equip you with the skills to build compelling personas guaranteed to impress even the toughest critics. We'll guide you through molding motivation, brewing backstory, stirring emotional range, and all the secret ingredients for cooking up characters with magnetic, memorable personalities. Your story ingredients are about to get a major flavor boost. So whether you're writing the next Walter White or Jane Eyre, get ready to meet your new character development BFF. Let's get cooking. When first envisioning a new character, I always start with the basics to lay the foundation. What's their name? How old are they? Where did they come from? What do they look like? Naming a character is like naming a newborn. You want the name to reflect their essence. An intellectual teen named Kimberly paints a different picture than a rebel like Blaze. Age shapes perspective. A 40-year-old jaded cop will view the world differently than an idealistic 22-year-old. We all mature and evolve with life experience. Your character's background should inform their present. Were they raised in luxury or poverty, loving family or broken home? These origins leave imprints, and physical qualities like height, style of dress, even posture and mannerisms give visual life to a character. Try picturing James Bond's suave introduction versus Homer Simpson's doughy frame. With just these basic building blocks, we construct the skeleton of a character. Only then can we begin layering on the nuanced personality details that will make them tick. So resist the urge to dive right into the juicy stuff. Lay down the structural foundations first, and the rest will stack up smoothly. Now that we've set the basics, let's start coloring in our character sketch with the paint of motivation. When we understand what drives a character, we uncover the beating heart behind their personality. What are your character's short and long-term goals? Small desires like finding true love are generic. Go deeper. Maybe their motivator is a craving for stability after childhood trauma. Motivations come in many flavors: power, knowledge, thrills, justice, family, virtue, redemption. Identify primary motivations to understand your character's core being. Specificity is key. An academic prodigy may be fueled by intellectual hunger and validation from academic achievement. A politician might be mounted by a pathological need for influence. Internal conflicts also stem from warring motivations. Your protagonist could struggle between pursuing fame and valuing family. This tension breeds complexity. By mapping your character's conscious and unconscious motivations, you excavate an intricate substrata of needs, wounds, and yearnings that undergird their every action. This is the psychological bedrock where compelling personalities take root. We've sketched out the bones and major organs. Now let's focus on the quirks and idiosyncrasies that add uniqueness to your character's personality. When adding quirks, subtlety is key. Sheldon from Big Bang Theory with his rigid daily routines seems real because the quirk occasionally peeks through. But making him obsessive 24/7 would be too much. Joey on Friends constantly eating food works because it reinforces his laid-back character. But another character randomly bursting into song all the time would just come across as kooky. Use quirks to complement personality. An edgy character with a motorcycle jacket who spontaneously breaks into crazy dance moves at a bar would be weird. But a free-spirited hippie type doing that reinforces their funky vibes. The point is, a few unique quirks go a long way. You don't need to hit people over the head repeatedly. Sprinkle them in occasionally to give your character that extra pinch of seasoning, and readers will find them endearing rather than overdone. We've explored some visible markers of personality. Now let's dive deeper into a character's innermost values and beliefs. These silent shapers fuel convictions and guide actions. A character's core values reflect their priorities in life. Principles that guide decision-making reveal what matters most. Beliefs form the lens through which characters view reality. Does their perspective lean optimistic, pessimistic, idealistic, logical? This shapes how they interpret events. Show values and beliefs through actions. A character who values justice overrules their boss to expose corporate corruption. A curious intellectual ditches responsibilities to study ancient texts. Having characters wrestle with value conflicts makes things intriguing. Pursuing professional dreams could mean sacrificing family time. Staying true to principles might jeopardize safety. By unlocking values and beliefs, you unravel the moral fiber running through your characters, illuminating what makes them tick. Their personalities blaze into technicolor. A character's attitude is communicated through more than just their core beliefs. Their overall energy, tone of voice, posture, word choices, these unspoken cues bring a character's attitude to life. An optimist emanates a bright, enthusiastic aura even when facing setbacks. A brooder's slumped shoulders and sarcasm make their glass-half-empty mentality obvious. Attitude shapes relationships too. A gruff loner speaks in grunts and avoids eye contact. A social butterfly initiates chats with strangers and shares smileys freely. Keep attitudes aligned with other personality markers. Having a cynical pessimist suddenly become peppy feels jarring. Make evolutions gradual and motivated. With crisp, consistent attitude cues, your characters announce who they are before they even open their mouths. Their vibe instantly establishes rapport with readers. How characters react emotionally tells us a ton about them. Do they burst into tears at the drop of a hat? Or almost never crack a smile? Big reactions to little things, like Hulk smashing over spilled milk, show major inner issues. Childhood bullying can make someone overreact to teasing later. On the flip side, some bottle everything up tight. But then small stuff like missing a train makes them erupt like a volcano. Make sure responses fit the character. A super angry guy doesn't suddenly start weeping over sad movies. Unless something impacts him personally and pushes him over the edge. The goal is to make readers feel along with your characters. When we see real joy, heartbreak, anger on the page, we connect more deeply to their experiences. So think about how your character expresses and contains feelings. Those emotional habits and quirks reveal a ton about who someone is on the inside. We've explored individual characters, but relationships reveal personality too. How your character interacts with different people highlights different sides of them. The domineering boss becomes a fumbling mess around their crush. The brooding loner opens up around a patient best friend. Dialogue exposes traits. Playful banter signals wit and humor. Awkward pauses convey insecurity and walls coming up. Interaction styles develop chemistry or conflict. Contrasting personalities play off each other, the dreamer dragging the realist into adventures. Keep an extrovert consistent, not suddenly shy and withdrawn. Make sure established dynamics have continuity unless impacted by story events. Well-crafted exchanges keep relationships evolving. The right partnerships unlock dimensions of your characters while keeping the essence you've created. Here's a personality no-no that bugs me. When characters totally shift gears out of nowhere. Like a meanie who randomly starts adopting kittens, huh? Big changes need big reasons. Your smiling friend doesn't morph into a raging grumpzilla just because it's Monday. Something pivotal must have happened. Personality evolves gradually, like slowly pouring a vial of blue dye into water. Traumatic events can act as a splash of color, but in doses that fit. Your characters should feel like real people, and real people stay pretty consistent day to day. Their core essence endures, even as they grow. So keep your characters authentic. Don't make rash transformations unless major events justify them. Your reader friends will thank you.